Hey everybody, welcome back to Talk Garage. I'm your host, Ken. Today we're going to talk about finishing up the intake for the LS 300 engine that we've been putting together on this channel. I'll show you how I did it and how you too can do it at home for your own LS equipped 300. Let me know down in the comments what intake you would have built for the engine that we're putting together. Would you want carburetor? Would you want dual carburetor? What would you have done on your engine? I want to know down in the comments below. But this is ours. For those that may be new to the channel that don't quite remember what we've done here, this is the cheapest LS sheet metal intake from China that I could find. I cut it up, welded it together, made a fuel rail for it, which you'll see in this video, and we have a very impressive piece of hardware, I think, but I'll tell you more about that in the video to come. So let's get to it. All right, YouTube, it is me, and I am back again, and we are on our way to my buddy Shad's house. He is going to help me finish up the fuel rail for the Ford 300. I know you all have been wondering what's going on, and that's what's going on, right? So we're heading over there right now, and he got some Bridgeport, and I have a fancy $140 cutter bit to do the what do they call the injector bung, the injection bung, the injector bungs on the fuel rail. So we're gonna have him cut them for us, and then we should be able to get the intake assembled. And after it's assembled, it's wire and fire, baby. So I'll cut you back on. Let's go. Looks pretty nice.
That'd be all right, wouldn't it?
Yeah. All right, one down.
Now the hard part, we gotta do some math.
Right. Math isn't my best subject.
Well, maybe we'll just have to measure it. Man, I need some more room.
I'm telling you, man, if you get more room, you're gonna fill it up with stuff and still not have room.
Oh, that's okay, man. I've been building this in my little pea-sized brain for a couple of years now.
Yeah.
And, I'm going to have cabinets for everything, or toolboxes. I don't have all my stuff out, so it just looks tidy, you know.
Well, you know, for the most part, you are very well organized,
Well,
even though you have a small space to work with.
Okay, you know, I just need some of this stuff. Some of it I probably just need to go away. I've got my tractor motor that was my dad's.
Yeah, that's been sitting there for a while.
It is, you know, it's probably time to go. I don't know.
Looks good to me, man.
Okay, and from there, I'm going to zero that.
Hey, hey. How do you think we did?
Dude, I think it's a winner. I think it's going to work good.
I hope so. We're going to find out.
Yeah. Well, I think we did all right.
I think we did all right, too.
We'll always think we should have. We might just have to try again.
Hey, man. Never hurts to try again. All right, so we're going to test fit the injectors before I weld the other bung on. I don't know, man. Like, they're close, but, so Holly and Hot Rod magazine were kind enough to send me injectors for this amazing product. So big shout out to them. we are going to put these injectors in and see how it goes. So these are part number 522-101X single fuel injector. These are 100-pounders, if I remember right. So lots of fuel here. Oh, lots of fuel. This little tiny guy is like, look at this little guy. So, a lot of fuel for a little guy, huh? But, so this is amazing stuff. This Permatex, this stuff's great. So, we're going to put a dab of this stuff on the O-ring to help her slide into the intake. And you know what? I should probably put the intake bolts in so the intake doesn't fall over on us while we're doing this. Probably a good idea, right? Alright, I don't know. That might have to go. Like, I feel like the injector, well, it's in there. I mean, I guess that's fine, right?
I mean, it's okay. I mean, I think a Wendy's burger tastes better.
Then what?
Culver's.
Fuck you, it does. Culver's is way... Dude, Wendy's is turned into trash, dude. Culver's is way better than Wendy's.
Not the cheese curds.
Well, I don't eat cheese curds. I can't tell you on that one. But I know the burgers are fucking better. Y'all doubted me, Josh.
For what?
Y'all said I couldn't fucking cut an LS head in half.
I never said that.
Cooper fucking did, Bill. Cooper fucking did.
There and they shaded up.
Well, that's a good sign.
Evans just had, he talked to that sawmill guy about having him come there look at the sawmill trees.
Oh yeah, yeah, they're gonna fit. We're good, dude. Okay. All right, here we go. I'm gonna mess this up, I'm sure. All right, so we're gonna tack it first, I think, so I can set it down on the table flat, and then we'll try to fill it in. All right, wish me luck, everybody. I hope I don't mess this up. All right, there we go. We just need one tack for now. That's all we need, one tack. All right. Hey, there we go. Got a tack. I don't like how hard that was. I don't like how hard that was. It didn't seem like I wanted to do it. It worked at first. Okay, so we got a tack. Let's clean up. Clean up this thing. Clean up all the way around it, real good. Get all that. And of course, it's not centered, right? Because why could it be? But we can move it. So there, that looks better. All right. Oh yeah, cleaning it up did hella work. I might have this up a little bit too much. I'm gonna turn it down. I'm barely giving it any pedal and it's melting, so I want more control, so I'm gonna turn it down. Giving you might just tack this thing all the way around, not even use any filler. I don't know.
Bet. Put winter bells in that barn. Alright, well, it's finished other than the roof.
All right. Oh. Woo! Woo! That's a spicy meatball right there. Jesus Christ. Okay. Now, it may not be the prettiest if it's in focus. It may not be the prettiest, but I don't think any fuel is coming out of there. So, what do we got to do yet? We got to do this end. I got nerf fitting for this end. We got to put that on. And I actually got to cut this because there's a lot extra here, right? So we're going to measure that, get this cut, get the other one welded on. But before I do that, I got to stick something down here because when we drilled these, when it popped through, it left some burrs on the backside. So I got to get like a long rod, a sanding roll or something, stick down there, clean that out. But that shouldn't be too hard. Once we do that, get this other one welded on, and we'll be almost done with our fuel rail. All right, everybody, we're back at the shop. We got all the injectors in the fuel rail. I actually had the fuel rail on the engine. You'll have to take my word for it. You'll see it back on the engine later. But the holes we did, everything fit perfect in the intake. So, as you've seen earlier, we got the bungs welded on, which went great. So we're trying to figure out how we're going to retain the fuel rail to the intake so it doesn't pop off, right? So I bought these Dorman studs for actually a different project. I bought them for this intake right here for the Iron Duke project. See, there's one of the studs right here. But unfortunately, they were too short. So when I put the throttle body on, they're not poking out far enough to get a nut on. So they didn't work for that project. However, I think we're in luck. I think they're going to work for this project. So I have these standoffs right here that hold the fuel rail that originally came on this intake down. And the thread happens to be the same. So we're going to put these bad boys in here and see what we can make happen. So, like I said, this was originally an V8 LS intake, right? We modified it. So it came with these little hold down guys, and it came with fuel rails right there. So we're going to try to make these work. Now, when I had it on the first time, I noticed that these were not right because we're using short injectors. You can see these right here. I forget what style they are. I'll put something on the screen, but we're using the short injectors. So if these were like the EV1 style, the long style, these would probably work. So we're going to have to modify these a little bit. Oh yeah, no good shot of the floor. So I already modified this one a little bit, right? But ideally, it's going to sit on there and put a nut on there, and we'll have we'll probably drill a hole and tap the fuel rail to put a bolt through the top of this to hold it to the fuel rail. So everything will hold it nice and tight. But like I said, plans change. So I'm going to work on this, and I'll cut you back on probably when it's all done because this is really isn't interesting, right? I mean, I might show you a couple of little things that I'm doing, but anyway. I guess the throttle body's on. This is throttle body. We're using this G Plus unit. I need to pick up a throttle position sensor and an IAC from work, so I'll do that tomorrow when I go to work. But yeah, I'll cut you back on when we get some more progress made. Okay, all right. So we got our holes threaded in the fuel rail, and we're pretty much ready for final assembly of the intake, finally, right? Now, I don't understand why, but some of my O-rings on the injectors are getting, well, they're missing chunks. Like, something is taking bites out of the O-rings, and like there's nothing sharp that I can feel down in these bungs, and I'm lubing them up real good. So I don't know why they're doing that. It might have something to do with how long this fuel rail is, or maybe our alignment's a little bit off, you know. I'm not really sure. So I might have to change these in the future. So hopefully we can at least get it running, some tests on it. It might be the length of the fuel rail. It's kind of long. Like, I don't think there's, even most straight sixes don't have a fuel rail this long. So And I do gotta be kind of rough with it to get it in, so that might be part of it too. I don't know. Hopefully in the future we can figure out a solution, but I've just been kind of working one side in and then in the middle a little bit. And eventually, there it goes, just pops down in. Boom. Like a glove. So yeah, I think that looks pretty good. So as long as our hold down brackets have, are lined up right, we should just be able to screw them into the fuel rail now, and it ain't going anywhere, right? So let's flip her over, see how close I got, huh? Going from this side. All right. Hey, I did a pretty good job. They're all lined up pretty good. Get you down in here, right? See? That looks pretty good, right? That one looks pretty good. And that guy, I can see straight through him. So I'm happy with that. So we're going to go ahead and get that done. And we still got to put these on. I won't bore you with that, guys. It's just, it's 2 4mm screws, bolts, whatever you want to call them. Just boop them in. We might have to port this IAC passage a little bit. Because I hear these cheap throttle bodies, they like to whistle because that's not big enough. But that's future Ken problem. If it whistles when we get it running, we'll take it back off and worry about it then. But for right now, I don't think it's really on the to-do list. Yeah, right in. No digging around. Perfect. I like when this wasn't a well executed plan. This was a poor plan. Like I was just kind of winging it. But I love when a winged plan works out. I might have to make this hole in this one just a little bit bigger. It looks no, it looks fine. Get it started, I guess. There it goes. Yeah. Okay. One more. And then we'll get the other 2 on in due time. But I think 3 is going to hold it just fine for now. I mean, this is a test fire. I think we'd only need 3, right? I mean, I think we only need 3 in general, but everybody told me that I should put all 5 on. So it's like, okay, if you guys say so. And I'll probably Loctite these with some blue Loctite. I don't know, maybe that's too much. I mean, I want to be able to get them out, so maybe I won't Loctite. I don't know. Get in there. Oh yeah, I still gotta find. You guys see this? There's 4 ports down here in the bottom. I still gotta find plugs or whatnot. So I think one of these is gonna be air temp. One of them is going to be for the map sensor. And I'll have 2 spares. Which do I need one? Yeah, I need boost reference and. So, I mean, I got enough ports, that's the point, but I got to do something with them. They are needed. I'm going to look on Rife. There was a company called Rife, I think, and they were making really, really nice air temp sensors. And by really nice, I mean the speed at which they measured the changes in air temp were really fast. Like a lot of sensors, like they'll read, but they're slow to do it. And these were very fast, so. I also might have to tweak these. Might have to bend these brackets a little bit. Oh man, this is real heavy. Like they need like a slight bend, maybe. Maybe not. That looks really good. I'm really happy with that. I'm really happy with that. So. Yeah, like that worked out real well down in there. Like I said, I got them 2 other ones to put on, but we'll handle that later. So, gentlemen, with that, essentially, the intake is done. Yeah. I know it's not nice to some people, stuff, but I'm real happy with the way that looks. That's a lot of intake right there, boys. Like, that's a lot of intake. I don't think you guys realize how much is there. I don't got tape measure around me to check, but then we're going to wrap this one up for now, fellas. All right, everybody, so that is the video. Make sure you like and subscribe to catch the follow-up videos, which should be coming out very quickly, I hope, fingers crossed. I want to say we're going to have this engine running, but I've said that before. So, like, subscribe, hit the bell, leave a comment, tell me what I'm doing wrong or what you would do better, or if you like the project, right? And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Let's talk garage. Talk to you later.